from the back, my back isn't pinched. My back's here.
And so Mike turns to the rear and shows us the back of his shirt. Tolerance will reach such a level that intelligent people will be banned from thinking so as not to offend the imbeciles. But as tolerant as we are, we're not going to be tolerant of guys who think they can attack other people for disagreeing with them on how to effectively train in the gym. Mike Van Wyck responds, posting to YouTube. What will he be talking about? Is it in fact an apology to Jeff Nippard? What is he saying after all that has transpired in the past week?
I thought of it the other day. I was training someone and it just kind of came to me. It's pretty obvious when you think about it, so don't act like it's something groundbreaking.
And so Mike Van Wyck completely ignores anything that's happened, chooses not to respond. He doesn't respond to anything aside from showing what's written on the back of his shirt. Let's go to the comment section and see what are people saying about Mike Van Wyck. 3 sets of aggravated assault. Arrived, paused video, disliked, read the comments, left. I came here for the comments and I'm not disappointed. Mike's push workout. 1 chest press, 4 sets of 10. 2 pec deck, 4 sets of 10. 3 Nippard throws, 1 set of 2 reps. 1 common lifting mistake you forgot to mention is attacking people in the gym. Lifting mistake number 1, not controlling your roid rage. 3 sets of anger management till failure. Oh, is that a different gym I see? Wondering why. 4 sets of attacking smaller people at the gym unprovoked and not taking accountability for it till failure. Can you teach us how to be a bully to people half our size and be scared of people our own size? Like you were scared of Eric. Jeff Nippard made you famous. Here's the thing. I was looking at how many followers he had, how much traction was on his channel. He was getting approximately 7,000 to 17,000 views per video. Not too bad, but nothing extraordinary. And since that time, about 5 to 10 times more views. And so what does that mean? It means that he's making approximately 5 to 10 times more money from the ads generated from YouTube. Despite the fact that he's gotten so much negative publicity, it's actually allowing him to make more money. And so for those of you saying, I feel so bad for this guy, imagine losing your career. Over what? Attacking someone in the gym with a throat punch that could have gone far worse? And attacking the man's cameraman for no reason. And so you feel bad for this guy. Oh, boo-hoo, Mike Van Wyck, I feel so bad for him. He doesn't deserve to lose everything. He's making more money. And since that time, he's literally released another line of clothing using what happened to Jeff Nippard as a way to make even more money. And so what happens in the YouTube world is when something pushes your popularity, whether it's good, whether it's bad, YouTube doesn't know this. All they know is that more people than ever before, 10 times more people, are going to watch his videos. And so what does that mean? Once you click and watch a Mike Van Wyck video, the YouTube algorithm is thinking, they like Mike Van Wyck. Let's show them more videos. And so what has all this done? It's made him more popular than ever. And so regardless of the fact that most people are not going to want to watch this guy, they're not going to follow him. There are perhaps 1% of the population that's proud of him. I love this guy. Eric, the nerds. Those guys are losers. You're cool. You're bald. And you have tattoos, and you pick on smaller people, and when it's somebody your own size, well, you are a coward towards them. I love this guy. You're what I want to be like. And so I'm going to now follow and root for you. And so because of all of this fiasco, those 1%ers of the world, they're now going to be able to flock together and become a fan of Big Mike Van Wyck. After all, the guy is amazing. He got 13th place in a pro show and then stopped competing. And he's so cool. He's associated with Fuad Abiyad. I mean, that is the coolest thing in the world. He goes on his podcast and talks about training. It's awesome. And so let's all watch Mike Van Wyck. And so in the end, more and more of the haters of Jeff Nippard, the guys that hate the science, the guys who love performance-enhancing drugs, especially the bullies, they're all going to subscribe to Mike Van Wyck and make him more popular than ever. And so overall, what's this going to do? It's going to increase the money that Big Mike Van Wyck is making. And so if you feel bad for him, why would you feel bad for him? The guy is making more money than ever before. Next workout should be looking for opponents your own size. Record as much as you can because you won't get a camera in jail. Next video is lifting in prison, what training with convicted felons is like. I can see future business opportunities for Mike here. He should make commercials for Vaseline and soap. Science made me do it. Next merch drop. Just here to dislike. Why didn't you fight Joey Stacks, Tanner, or Eric? Fixing your mistake starts with an apology. Is it your giant ego or your attorney stopping you from doing the right thing? I assume your next video will be a tutorial on how to tank your reputation. That seems to be what you're hinting at with everything. I'm not listening to a middle-aged man with anger issues and no accountability. You have no shame. Came here to ratio the video but stayed for the comments. Public apology would be big. Wait. Wasn't your biggest lifting mistake when you throat punched Jeff? Great video. I mean, I didn't watch it. Why would I? But I'm glad you uploaded it so we can roast you in the comments. Watch Jeff post a science-based prison workout. 3 sets of don't drop the soap. I bet you won't do that crap to Mike Israetel. Mike's views and interactions has quadrupled. Hate really sells. Love how everyone is so invested. Mike's fanboys brown-nosing him yet again, even with the CCTV footage proving Mike being the instigator for no reason, LOL. Listen, I didn't seek this video out. It just got recommended to me. But you bet your ass I'm gonna click and enjoy the comments coming in when it's put right in front of my face. And so that's what I'm talking about. Mike is gonna be more popular than ever before. He's in the algorithm, he's going to be shown to everyone, as the YouTube algorithm doesn't understand that people are only watching this guy because they dislike him. YouTube doesn't care. All they care is that you're clicking, watching a video, and even better, writing comments. Funny thing is these comments are boosting Mike's numbers. Looking forward to seeing How to Be Jacked in Jail series. Team Mike. You'll get through this and be bigger than before. And so after reading 100 comments, I found one that's in his favor. But that person is correct. Despite the fact that Mike Van Wyck is now infamous, he's so infamous that he's going to get more followers. More people are going to be watching his content. More people are going to be buying his merchandise. And so he's actually going to make even more money. Thanks for keeping it going. Most don't understand and are just perfect little princesses their entire lives. No excuses, but all understanding. God bless and keep it pushing. See, there's a difference between making mistakes, admitting to those mistakes, apologizing for those mistakes, versus making those mistakes and then glorifying it. Not giving 2 shits about the things that you've done, making merchandise to support those facts, and posting all the positivity that you're getting on your stories. If Mike had opened up with an apology, admitting he had made a mistake, this would have gone far differently. But the fact that he's doubling down, ignoring everything, acting as if he did nothing wrong, that to me is what's truly disgusting about what's transpired. I like to combo John Meadows for advice on sets and reps tempo and Wick for overall form. Has this person been sleeping under a rock? I mean, I read almost every single comment. Is it in fact possible that this person actually watched this video without knowing what he did to Jeff Nippard? Fix your common lifting mistakes by going to prison for assault. You'll have all of the time for lifting then. I think this guy will become the next Wes Watson. I'm absolutely certain that Wes Watson is a huge fan of this guy. This is exactly the type of guy that he would be in favor of. A man who he thinks is such a great guy. This is the type of man that we want in this world.
This is what's wrong with society. Passive-aggressive punks who push the buttons of beast motherfuckers and then go run into the police.
Team Wicked. 21 people like that. 21 of you enjoy going to prison. You think it's fun, you think it's cool, you are in favor of bullying. If you're on Team MV Wick, well, I got news for you. It's not looking good. And so you all thought the O.J. Simpson case was huge. You remember that if you're old like Coach Greg, you remember O.J. Simpson going to trial, and that's what everyone talked about. This is the new O.J. Simpson trial. The majority of people felt that, yeah, O.J. Simpson, he probably did it. Then it had a little bit of difficulty when he tried to put on that glove and it didn't quite fit. But in the end, how did it work out for O.J. Simpson? And so 2024 will be remembered for J. Nippard versus M.V. Wick. Now, if you don't want to abuse performance-enhancing drugs, for example, what most IFBB pros are doing, you can, of course, get terkestrone and GO2 max. Now, in case you're wondering, there is, of course, a money-back guarantee. Many people are skeptical. They don't know if it's going to work because they've tried other competing brands' terkestrone and they never actually had any terkestrone. Remember, our company gets terkestrone from Uzbekistan. We have a third-party testing proving it is exactly what it is. Trust me. It's way more effective than creatine. And so if you believe in creatine, you think, wow, that supplement, it really works. Far more effective than creatine. And so if you purchase it and you don't think it's as good as creatine, you don't feel its effects, you get your money back. Is it more complicated than that? And so don't forget to use code GREG to save 15% off. Let me know in the comment section, how many of you are on Team MV Wick? And those of you who are on his team, how many of you have already gone to prison? Is that why you're cheering for this guy? You can relate to him, you feel you're on the same wavelength. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm, like the video if you liked it, and of course, don't forget to watch one of those 2 bloops. And for the cookbooks, the training books, the Circle Diet book, the Harder Than Last Time clothing line, as well as coaching plans from me and my team, get to the website. And if you have no money, don't forget about the free diet and training program. Remember, it's close to 50 pages. And until next time, I am out.